Today I'm gonna show you my studio, everything I have in here and what I use, what my paintings look like, what my paints look like, supplies, everything. So go with me on the journey and I hope you get some inspiration for your own workplace. So let's go from left to right and I'm gonna just switch the camera to the other side and I'm gonna show you through everything. Here is my wall of art and there is a place for some new paintings and a few more places. There you go, some older ones, some newer ones, and here is my workplace. So here I paint and I have this light box that I use when I paint, and I actually cannot work without it. I need this diffused bright light when I'm working, and it is really cool because I'm working here and I have this light behind me and everything is bright, and yeah, that's cool. So here is my workplace. I have my trolley here, and on the upper tray I have my supplies that I use right now. So I have one palette for one painting that I'm working on here, and I have the other palette for other painting here. Well, not palette, the paints. I mix the paints and create a palette, and in the middle are the colors that I use for both of them. This is not very nicely organized, but yeah, those paints I'm using right now. Those are all of my brushes and my paint water and my skin tone color that is pre-mixed, and of course white skin. And on the second tray I have my palette. I use those paper palettes and it's pretty messy. I use those foils, plastic foils, to cover up the paint while it's wet so it doesn't dry out when I go somewhere and then return to painting. And here is my cloth or wipe my brushes onto. On the lower tray I have the paints that I'm not currently using for any of my paintings. I have the gesso, the varnishes, spray varnishes. I use spray varnish and I have a vlog, I think 2 videos from this one, from like 2 weeks ago, that I show you how I spray varnish my paintings. And here is a bit of liquid varnish that I have used previously but I do not currently use for my paintings. And yeah, that is my trolley. Here is my easel. It is my favorite painting easel, and I just set it up on the height I want, and it's very practical and I love it. And behind the easel I have a really big canvas that I'm planning to use really soon for a special project of mine. I'm pretty terrified because I am terrified of big paintings. It's a big commitment and it's hard, but I'm gonna do it really soon. Behind there I have my pretty plants. I have Philodendron mamei on the left. On the right is Anthurium verde, and down there is a orchid of some kind that is not blooming at the moment, but it has a really pretty leaves. And yeah, my fairy lights are also making everything pretty. Up here I have some smaller paintings, the fairy ear that I finished recently, the spring dust, mellifluous, and some other small landscapes. And yeah, I have, here am I in the reflection, hi. And I have this great lamp that I sometimes use. Not usually, because I almost always use easel for my painting, because my neck has problems otherwise if I paint on the table, but I sometimes still use it, and it's a very sturdy, high quality lamp from IKEA. And primarily I love the color. It's this dark green color, and I really love it. And behind there are some more plants, anthuriums. This one is really special. It is Philodendron Florida Ghost, and it has those white leaves, and then they fade to white. It has it has white leaves and then they fade to green, and it's really pretty. Yeah, it's really nice. And behind there I have my QB. I named him this way. It's a Marimo moss ball. And I'm gonna show you it a bit better. It's a moss ball in a jar of water, and I really like him. They live a very long time. Marimo moss ball. And yeah, this is QB. I have to change the water because he's pretty dirty already. And yeah, let's put him down. Here is my candle stand. I put the candle in here. It's this salty stone, and this is a shell from the Bahamas that my mom found on the beach. And here is my Monstera variegata and this pretty anthurium. Also, anthurium is, by the way, a family of plants, the type of plant. So yeah, I have a few anthurium here, and this is my very sad looking pothos that is not really happy, and I need to do something about that pretty soon. Here it is. Here is the desk that I work on my computer, and yeah, it's just regular wooden desk and my computer, and on here are some of my stickers, and of course Snow White, and my mouse. And here in the drawers, I actually haven't I did not clean anything up before I started filming this, so here is the real truth. Here is my tablet for Photoshop, and some cables, and some keys apparently, and here is my favorite ruler. I have it from the elementary school, and behind there is some boring stuff, some power banks, and this pistol for hot glue or whatever. Nothing interesting going on here. And the other drawer, it's a bit more interesting but still boring. I have some pencils, some brushes that I haven't used yet, some tape, you know, the office supplies, and yeah, nothing really. My passport. I don't really have anything interesting in my drawers. The trash can, and this stand where I keep some of my art supplies. I keep the colored pencils here. I keep those Copic markers here that I also don't really use, and some small papers. And here I store my smaller canvases that fit here. So smaller canvases, and on the bottom there are some watercolor papers and blocks. So there it is. I'm kind of excited to paint on this one, the round one and the oval one. I like that kind of weird stuff. And here is my picker, and there is the stand for my digital pen that I obviously do not use. And I almost forgot, I showed you this, and I have forgotten to show you what is in those drawers below the plants. So let's see what's there. I also haven't cleaned anything up here before I started filming, so let's see. On the upper drawer I have paints that I have not used yet. So those are paints that I have in reserve, because I always have two of them, two of the shades that I'm using, and one is in use there on the trolley and another one is here. I have a lot of white because my online store where I order from is giving one big white tube with every 3 colored smaller tubes, so it's a great deal and I have enough white for probably a few years now. So yeah, that's cool. And yeah, it's just the storage of paints. I only use Amsterdam acrylics and there is no bigger reason than just I love them and they are great for my use. Here are some little Amsterdam acrylic paints that I once got for a gift, some watercolor paints. Behind there is, I don't know, some stuff, some envelopes, CD apparently, just random stuff. This is all for my art supplies. I have Amsterdam acrylic paints, a few mediums and brushes, and yeah, that's it. And let's go back to my stands here. Behind there I have some packaging stuff for sending off my paintings, and here I have some art books, from Frida Kahlo, Diego Rivera. I love them both. Van Gogh, Tisnikar is Slovenian artist. I'm from Slovenia. And this big book of art that I also got for a gift. And in this one I have my notebooks, and I have the new ones, my old sketchbooks, very old ones, and my old bullet journals and my old journals and everything, that sort, paper stuff. This is my big sketchbook currently in use, small sketchbook currently in use. If you're wondering, I have painted it myself because it was black and really boring. Wait a minute, I will put some lamp here. Here you go. It's a little bit brighter now because I turn on the lights, so it's, you know, better quality video. Here are some papers, my notebook for video ideas, my sketchbook down there, my bullet journal, another notebook for stuff, for ideas, and here is my pencil case in which I have everything I need. It's really pretty and also old now, but I have in here pencils, I have my pens, I have everything. So whenever I'm going somewhere, I just take this one and I have everything that I need for writing and drawing and stuff. And here I have some notes, nothing important. And here I have packaging supplies. I have some prints here. This one is Swiven in pink and it is available on my website. They're really pretty. And yeah, I store them in these plastic wraps so they don't get dusty. And here is some more sleeves for packaging prints. And here are some pink envelopes because I always use pink envelopes for sending stickers. Here are some stickers. Those two ones are the newest ones. This is the Awakening one, and this is Resting in Haven one, and some older ones down there. And this is also packaging stuff. So here I have everything for packaging, and in those two trays here I have recycled packaging stuff that I can use for whenever I package anything. That is it for this section. And here on the end I have those big canvases, and I have them here because they don't fit in there where the small canvases are. So yeah, excited to paint those. And here I have a quote. Here my fairy lights start. Here are the fairy lights. And on this thing I store the paintings in progress. So right now I'm painting this big one, which is called probably as the life itself or the life itself. I haven't decided yet. And this one, which is called the flower child. And yeah, I'm currently working on this one. And here I have those two mini paintings that I have here to inspire me when I paint and work in my studio. This one is Homo Elfus Ignitus, and this one I actually forgot how I named her right now. Elysian, yeah. It's mini landscape full of flowers and magic. And yeah, that is actually it for my studio tour. So once again, here is my studio, and I think I have shown you everything. Oh yeah, and of course my carpet. I love this carpet to death. It's plastic, but it feels like wool, and it's so soft and cool. Actually, the chairs are not really moving through it smoothly, but it's worth it. I bought it used and it serves me well. So I hope you enjoyed this studio tour. I had quite fun. As you probably see, I'm quite a minimalistic person. I don't have a lot of stuff and I do not keep stuff that I don't use. I'm happier that way, so yeah, whatever art supplies or stuff I buy but I do not use, I actually give away, mostly to children that I know that like to paint or draw or are some kind of artistic talents. I like to give my paints and art supplies that I don't use to them. Yeah, there it is. I hope you enjoyed it, and yeah, I hope you got some ideas, inspiration, and I will see you again soon in another video. If you like this video, please subscribe and like this video so it reaches more people that are also interested in this kind of stuff in our artistic lives, right? And yeah, you can also check out my Instagram, my Etsy shop where I sell originals, prints and stickers. And yeah, I also started a TikTok recently and I am having fun with it. I try to do some videos here and there, you know, and yeah, I'm learning. Sorry for my shaky hand, actually. I hope you enjoy this and I will see you again soon, next week in another video. Bye guys!